Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to make another polymer clay charm, and this is actually one that I've never made before, like the charm I mean. So you guys, unless you've seen it on Facebook or Instagram, you are seeing it for the first time. I have these really pretty polymer clay roses. Look how beautiful they are. I think they look really nice. All you'll need for this is some polymer clay, which is oven baked clay, and it has to have baking instructions on the package. So Sculpey, Fimo, Primo, there's some other types too, but make sure it has baking instructions. Bake it in the oven or toaster oven, never microwave. Don't do the microwave, it won't work out, it will just be dumb. And if you want to make it into a cute little charm, then you can get an eye pin or a head pin from the finding section of any jewelry store. Or any store that carries jewelry making supplies. Let's get on to the tutorial and I'll show you how to make a rose. This is the rose color that I'm using, and you may be asking me what color is that? Well, I'm not sure because I mixed 4 different clays together. I used this dusty rose, and then I used these two which don't have a name, but I think this is hot pink, and this is the like sparkly red. You know how there's like a pearl blue? It's like the equivalent of that in red. And then I just used like some type of regular red. So yeah, I can't really tell you this color. Oh well. Basically, roses are very easy. If you just want a rose like this with all one color on it, then you just use that one rose color and then whatever color you want for the leaves. But you can see that this one has black on the outside and red on the inside. So if you want to do that, you'll just need 2 different colors, and I'll show you how to make those. Let me get this back in here. If you want a rose that's one color, you need to roll out 6 balls that are the same size, approximately the same size. So just go like this. I usually just roll them out on my fingertips, or you can roll them out on the table. And sorry, the table is shaking because it's just a TV tray on carpet, but oh well. Like I said, they don't have to be exactly the same size, and you can use more than 6, but I used 6 for each rose that I show. Actually, I think I used 7 for one of them. Anyway, it just depends. Now, if you want to do the 2-color effect, you'll need 12 balls of clay, and you'll need 6 of each color. What you're going to do is you're going to flatten one a little, and then flatten the other one a little. You just smash those 2 together, and then just keep flattening those 2 together to make a petal. If you don't like that one color is hanging off the side, you can just cut that off if you want. And see how there's a little black hanging off. It's up to you. It's not that big of a deal. And then you just make a bunch of these and follow the steps that I'm about to show you with the regular colored one. With these balls of clay, you're just going to flatten them all out like I just did. I am flattening the 6th petal, and as you can see below my fingers on the table, there are 5 other petals, and hopefully you can tell that they're not exactly the same size. They just have to be approximate, not exact. Yeah, it looks like it fits in. This is the rose that we're not actually making, but it's just a test. To start it out, you're just going to roll this flattened piece onto each other the entire way. So like that. Then you just kind of fold over the edges to make it appear more petally. So kind of like that. Then you would just keep wrapping other petals around it. Okay, now I'm going to show you for real. This is going to be the entire rose. Alright, so I'm just taking this and rolling it like I just did with the other one. Once you have that shape, you can just bend out the edges a little and make it look more realistic. Take your next petal piece and kind of line that up with the top so they're both the same height, and just go ahead and wrap that around like so. And you can kind of flare it out a little, make some, there you go, just a randomness. Next petal, kind of start it where there's nothing. See how there's like not a petal here? Just kind of start it there. Again, same height as everything. And fold it around everything that you have. So it should look like that. Again, shape that a little. Pinch some in, pinch some over, fold, whatever. Then just do the same for the final 3, or however many you want to use. You can make it a wider rose if you want by adding more petals. Alright, and see how that space is empty? Then that's where the final petal goes. And then just fold, then shape. It's up to you if you want to keep it elongated like this. Since I want to make these into charms, then I cut off the elongated part. To do this, you can use a clay blade, but I just like to use a normal pair of scissors. See, this way you're not touching all the petals. You don't have to even set it down on the table, so there's not a risk of them flattening. There we go. See, if it looks kind of messy, just cut again. Frankly, it doesn't matter if your bottom looks a little bit messy because you're going to be using this as a charm, or if you want to like glue it onto a ring base or anything like that, then the bottom doesn't need to be perfect or anything. To glue it onto something, don't use hot glue, use either super glue or E6000. Next would be the leaf. And what you're going to do is take whatever color, green or whatever color, and roll it into a ball, flatten it a little bit, like that, then kind of teardrop shape it by pinching in each end. Then it should be kind of like that. You can put a line down the center and then lines angling out like that on either side. This is hard to do in midair, so it's not going to look good. Oh. And then just stick that anywhere on the rose that you want. I might redo that leaf, so I don't think I'm going to stick it on completely. And you can add 1 leaf, 2 leaf, 3 leaves, however many you want. And then if you want to make it into a charm, go ahead and get an eye pin and stick that in. Make sure it's nice and secure. And bake according to the directions on the package of clay that you have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I will be doing an updated polymer clay collection. I know I keep telling you that I told you a long time ago, but the thing is, I've been in art classes for so long, and now it's finally like summer. I'm not in ceramics anymore, so now I actually feel like making clay things on the side. Like when I was in ceramics class, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go home and do more clay. So now I'm actually like having fun with clay, and I have a ton of donuts and a ton of different things and different cupcakes. And so yeah, I'm doing stuff like that, and you will see an update video, but just don't like be like when, because I don't know when. I like to work at my own pace. That's what makes art fun for me. When people are like, can you do this tomorrow? No, then I don't want to do it, and then art becomes not fun. So alright, you guys have a great rest of the day. Check out all of my links in the down bar to my Instagrams, Twitter, my phone, it could have been a tweet, and my Facebook fan page, and you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will see you soon. Bye! Bloom outside in the sun. Sunflower. No, we're not doing a sunflower, we're doing a rose. I was almost like, look at my rose ring, but I don't have a rose ring on. I almost had a rose ring on, and then I'm like, it doesn't really go with the rest of my outfit. Okay. So, alright, I sound so professional, not? Also check out my French tips nail tutorial. Just saying. I just got these from Delia's. And the shirt too. I don't know why I talk so much, I just like to talk. This is really, really random, but whoever sent me this bunny who grows in water in one of my like reviewer gift videos, I just wanted to let you know that I tried it out. Look at that. Look how big this sucker got. Oh! That was a toaster. I put a bagel in the toaster. I'm going to have a bagel and cream cheese. Alright, look at how big he is. Yep, so there he is. Okay, okay. Like, ready? Ooh. Okay. That's all.